What's up, everybody? Hope y'all's day is going pretty good. I got one kind of unfortunate news and then some, I guess, mediocre news. So this morning I did trade quite a bit in pre-market, but that was on the eval. So as you know, I've had 3 accounts this past week, passed 2 of them to get funded. So I have one account for New York, one account for um, Asia, and I'm just gonna trade those with the rules of $250 risk per trade max, and then 2 trades per day max. I need to add on here any size win to get off the charts. Now I'm talking like more than $100, because I'm not gonna take a cover commissions win and then get off for the day. That's a break even in my opinion. So this trade here, this was the first trade that we took on the funded. The other one I can't show because I blew the account. It's gone. I don't even have it on here anymore. So this one right here, we took off of this level. I noticed that we had a retracement. I was expecting this to come all the way back down here and just keep dumping, but it didn't. So yeah, we had an SMT at the high. Let's see, let's zoom in here so I can show the combination. So yeah, this candle right here was this one up here. We did sweep it on NQ. This one right here, swept this one. And yeah, that basically made a huge SMT. If you look at this side of my screen over here on the right, basically this, because we wanted to see what this candle come up and sweep this one. So I saw that huge SMT. I decided to take shorts off of it, and it worked out exactly how I wanted it to. I wouldn't necessarily say that I'm pretty sure. Well, let's see. Yeah, so my entry was like right there. So I would have gotten full TP of $1,000. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, $1,000 at the low right there on the funded account, which would have been amazing. And I'm not gonna lie, that did hurt my psych a little bit, and I'll explain it why on this trade over here on the right. So basically, what happened is we dumped down. I saw that we were up really good, and I have been going break even when we hit 1-to-1. So I was break even, which was great. I'm always gonna do that. Once I hit 1-to-1, I'm gonna go break even. That way, it's risk free. Simple, done. Because if you get that huge move down, and I don't know, you miscalculated the trade and it just runs right back up, I would rather get break even than full stop loss. So go break even there. I was indeed break even, and then we ripped to 2RR, and once we hit 2RR, I moved. Actually, let's go ahead and do this. 1 second, and I'll make this 3 and make this red. So imagine this is my stop loss. So originally it was up here at 12.5 points. We hit 1-to-1, moved it here, risk-free trade. And then once we hit 1-to-2, I moved it. I'm going to have to recalculate this. Where's 1-to-1? Moved it here like so. And as you can see, unfortunately, in this trade, or in this candle, we came back up and tapped it. Remember, I was going for a 4RR. We came up to this candle, we tapped it, or came up with this candle, tapped my stop loss, got me out, and then ran to full TP. So what I've kind of decided, because I have seen this happen a few times, and I'm always testing, like, what's a better way for an entry, what's a better way for stop loss, what's a better way to scale through the trade so that I don't lose. And the whole point of this was the expectation of hitting 2RR, it runs back up and it gets me stopped out at break even, but I still end up making $250 on the trade instead of making 0. Now that's like a FOMO in a sense. So what I decided to do is, once we hit 1-to-3RR, so it would be all the way down here, 3RR like that, then I will move my stop to 1-to-1 RR. That way, if it runs all the way down there, I'm so close to profit. If it runs all the way back up, I would rather just be out of the trade. Personally, for me, in my psych, I'd rather be out of the trade and, take my $250 profit. Now, with that being said, so as you can see, there's the blue arrow just above that candle. And that's exactly where we got out. So we entered here, got out there, took this on a mini, and made $250. Boom. Should have been done there for the day. But obviously, after watching market, this was only, 25 minutes after market open. So I'm going to sit there and watch the rest of the market because I got nothing else to do for a little bit. I should have technically just got off and been done for the day. Also, I don't trade this strat on Fridays yet. I'm still testing it. And let's see. So where's 1-to-4? There's 1-to-4. And it ran all the way to 1-to-4, created equal lows there. I was actually going to enter off of this, but I didn't see this SMT right here of this candle. So this candle, if you're looking at the right side of my screen right now, this candle right here is this one right here. So we swept it on NQ with look, ES over here did not sweep this high. So that made this an SMT right here. And let me label it. I didn't see this, but one of my boys did it and he caught this short going down. And that would have also been probably entered there. That would have been the full TP. But the reason why I am going to start going off of one trade, no matter what size the win is, if it's over $200, is because this trade right here, I missed out on this one and I forced this one. As you can see, I thought it was going to come up here, SMT with this, like this right here. If you're looking at the right side of my screen again, and we also are extended over this level and then come back down and go for short. So really after this huge, insane move, I was short and I was just going to follow the trend down. But it looked like we chopped and ended up not doing anything. And on top of it, at this low right here, as you can see, there's an SMT level there and I missed the long, which I was upset about as well. So in hindsight, I should have taken these trades, of course, because, they're with my model. I could have ran up pretty good money on the day, probably been up over $2,000 if I took this one correctly, and this one correctly. Well, I would have been up $3,000 on the day and then gotten the payout. But the issue with that is then I start to overtrade. So the whole point is just any profits, just take them. Don't give back the profits back to the market. So on this one, I lost 135, unfortunately, like this, like that. So I lost 135, 7-point stop to, once this high got broken. Once it did get broken, I was looking at ES. I just closed the trade. So we lost 135. It shot up. Luckily, I had a limit set because I probably would have exited up here for a full, I don't even know, $300 loss, $400 loss, which would have sucked. But instead we exited with $135 loss. So on the day, luckily, we're still up $105. So as you know, on these funded accounts, you have to make 5 days of, I guess, $100. And that's their consistency in a sense. It's not 5 days in a row. It's just 5 days before your payout, you have to make $100 in those days, I guess. But yeah, other than that, I didn't really see anything else. I think I was going to try and short up here, but after we took data highs on NQ, we just started chopping. And luckily, I switched to paper because I did actually short up here because we had a huge SMT with ES right there. Bang, the data high. ES didn't take it. And as I was in the trade, I got slopped out for break even or whatever on the paper trade. And I was like, I'm glad I didn't take it because why would I take it if it's a data high, significant high, tons of orders just sitting right here. Once this gets swept, I expect, ES to come back down. Why would I take that as like a short if I know that ES, or like my bias and what my intuition is telling me or whatever, is this high will be taken on ES. So what else is going to happen? NQ is probably going to run up with it. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that little explanation of why I took these trades. I think I got pretty in depth and like what happened with this one when it should have been $1,000 instead of only $250, and then why I technically over traded against my rules. I will try not to do that anymore. No promises, but I'm gonna try and hold myself more accountable, have better discipline. But the other account I haven't traded yet, so we're sitting at a fresh $50,000 account funded for Asia tonight. Again, $250 risk per trade, 2 trades a day session, 2 trades per session only, and then be done with the day after. Whatchamacallit? Be done with the day after like a $200 win. So other than that, I think that's pretty good. Pretty good rules. I don't know. If you have any suggestions, drop them in the comments. In the meantime, while I am doing the verse of the day, pulling up the verse of the day, again, I say it every single day. Join SPS. It's in the description below. Join my Discord. It's in the description below. Ask me questions, that kind of stuff. I'm happy to talk to you guys and give any tips that I can. And then, yeah, live trading SPS. That's the other link. This one's really short. We have 1 Corinthians 16:11. Search for the Lord and own. Okay, hold on. Search for the Lord and for his strength, continually seek him. Always be looking for him in everything that you do. Whether that's, right here, I wasn't thinking. I was like, my trade hit here. Technically, I made profit, and I know that I shouldn't have traded this, but the devil on the shoulder was like, nah, just take it, be all right. But the other side of me was like, dude, just take the profits and run. Like, if it goes full stop loss, you're gonna be pissed that you lost the money. And fortunately, I still took it, but fortunately, I only lost $135. So, yeah. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Subscribe if you are new. I really would appreciate it, as we're on track this month to hit 200 subscribers, which would be so cool. Also, like the video as it'll get pushed out to more people. Trying to learn and stuff like that, and leave a comment, and I don't know, just say hi or something. But again, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you tomorrow, hopefully with a banger update. Peace.